Hi, I'm Tiffany Royer. I'm a ServiceNow developer with Veracode, and today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for notifications and preferences. Right now, we're just in a standard notification record that I created. This is going to send out anytime the work notes are updated on an incident record. I have it set to go to the caller, and I applied how that notification would look. Now we're going to look at some options that will determine what changes a user can make to their notification preferences. This subscribable checkbox will allow users to receive the notification even if you didn't set them to receive it. If they want to, they can go into their preferences and subscribe to it. And then your admins or devs don't have to come in here and modify the notification record to add more users. Mandatory is going to prevent users from turning off the notification. You may need to add this field to your view. And Allow Digest will send a single summary notification to a user based on a specific time interval. If someone updated the work notes 5 times, instead of receiving 5 separate emails, they can receive a single email instead. So let's take a look at how a user can modify their preferences. So I rarely ever go into my system settings. Usually I go in here to set my application and update set picker, then never come back in again. But then I found out you can come in here and actually make a bunch of changes to notifications. So if you're ever receiving too many emails and don't want to set up a filter rule in your inbox, you can come in here and make some updates. You get that gear icon and select notification. You have your primary email, which is going to be pulling from your user profile. You can also create more channels. So I'm going to create one for my personal email. You also have notifications by category. So this is going to show all the notifications in the system. It doesn't mean you're going to receive these notifications. It's just if you happen to receive them, you can make changes. So I'm going to go into the notification that I created. If I received it, I would be getting it to my primary email, but I can also have it sent to my personal email that I just created. Or I can turn it off completely. You can also come in here and apply some more conditions. So you can apply a schedule or a predefined filter. You can also select advanced filter. This is going to allow you to set field conditions that must be met in order to receive that notification. And then finally, you can create personal notifications. So this is where you can come in and subscribe to them. You'll only be able to select the notifications that are listed as subscribable. So as you can see, the one that I created isn't in this list right now. So let's make some updates to this record to see how the preferences change. When we make this mandatory, users aren't going to be able to turn the notification off anymore. I'm not able to turn it off, and it says notification is mandatory. So users are going to receive this even if they don't want to anymore. So depending on the notification, they can just insta-delete or ignore them, but they're going to get them. When we make this subscribable, even though I'm not set to receive it in these options, we can go ahead into our preferences and create a new subscription. If I save this as is, the system admin would be receiving notifications anytime the work notes were updated for any incident. It's probably way too many notifications, so I'm going to add some more conditions. I'm going to add a condition where the caller has to be able. And I'm going to send it to the primary email. Now that that's set, we can go ahead and test it by creating an incident. I'm going to set the caller to able. And then I'm going to update the work notes. Now that the system admin is subscribed to that notification and the conditions are met, Able and the system admin should receive a notification now that the updates have been made. As you can see right now, Able and the admin received a notification. And this is how that email would look. You can see the work notes that I updated, a link to the incident, and then you also have a link to the notification preferences. This link would actually direct the user directly to that preference. So instead of having to go to the gear, select the correct category and the correct notification, that link would bring them directly here. When you allow digest, you're going to have another tab appear. This is where you can format how the digest version is going to look. I already populated it with a template subject and body, so we can just go ahead and save that. Then we can come back into our notification. You have this option now that you can enable. When it's enabled, you can select a time interval. There's 4 separate options. I'm going to keep it at the 1 hour, and we're going to have it sent to the primary. Now earlier I did create an incident and updated the work notes 3 times. This way we can see how this looks without having to wait an hour. So Able didn't have email digest enabled for this notification. When I updated the work notes, he received 3 separate notifications, and the admin only received a single digest version. And that's how this looks like. Now the digest interval will begin when the first notification is triggered and then stop at the end of the time interval selected in their preference. And the system will run a job every 15 minutes to check when that digest is ready to be sent to the user. When you create notifications, you're going to want to keep these options in mind and determine which configurations work best for your use case. Thanks for watching. You can check out some of our other videos for more tips and tricks.